Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today we have probably the most exciting deck of the expansion, Yeti Madness. This is an Abominable Guardian deck. You'll see here, Abominable Guardian, a new card released in the expansion. And not only is this a Yeti deck, this is a 2-for-1. This is a Elnuk Yeti deck with Call the Wild. For the top 4 cards in your deck, draw each Yeti, Poro, and Elnuk, then place the rest into your deck. And yeah, this is a really cool combo deck with Yetis and Elnuks, and we can make use out of a new card as well, Practical Perfectionist, where we predict, create 3 copies of the chosen card in your deck. So we can use this on any Yeti that we want. We can use this on Enraged Yeti once we get that onto the board or into our deck. And potentially, we could predict that. We can use it on the Abominable Guardian, which is really easy to activate. At the round start, if you have 2 or more Yetis, summon me from hand and create a copy of me in your deck. Just great. We can summon this for 0 mana, get a 5/5 on the board for the absolute value, and then Call the Wild is just refilling our hand with cards. Because if you do use Abominable Guardian, you notice that you lose a lot of I guess reactability in your hand, just having absolutely no cards. It's really easy to play all of those cards and then not have any left. Call the Wild really does help a lot to fill it up. And then yeah, we got basically a whole bunch of Yeti Elnuk synergy here. So Yeti Yearling, Iterative Improvement. We have Avros and Trapper. We have Volunteer Elnuk, another new card. This creates a random Elnuk in the top 6 cards of your deck. We've got Bull Elnuk, Troop of Elnuks to work well with the Volunteer Elnuk, and Ancient Yeti. And we're finishing this up with Pack Mentality. I did have, and you will probably notice in the gameplay, I had the 5-cost, what's it called, the Iceborne Legacy at first. Grant an ally and allied copies of it everywhere, +2/+2. This seemed like at first a good idea with Iterative Improvement, but I found that it's kind of awkward to put this on one card. You don't really know which card is going to turn up the most, and you want to get the most value as you can out of Iceborne Legacy. So instead of making it kind of awkward and trying to guess which card's going to be the most impactful, I decided to move to Pack Mentality, and just grant all allies on my board +2/+2, which worked out a lot better as a finisher and helped quite a bit better, a lot more than Iceborne Legacy could. Yeah, the only real card that was making a whole lot of sense with Iceborne Legacy was the Ancient Yeti, and it's not really something you want to copy with Iterative Improvement because it starts out at the 7 mana cost rather than the reduction. It's not an exact copy, it's just a copy. And he was the only one that really got good use with the Overwhelm ability. So we're just going to do 2 extra mana to play Pack Mentality. And the last card we have in here, which is variable, I wanted Progress Day for a little bit more card drop and card reduction cost, which is nice. All in all, had a pretty fun time playing this. Definitely a meme deck at this moment. With the Elnuks, it probably isn't as good as potentially other Yetis, but I wanted to create a deck with Call the Wild and utilize Yetis and Elnuks and the forces of nature together. So anyway, that's about it. If you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. All right, we are going against an Ekko Zilean deck. Piltover's on Rima, our Yeti deck. Should we try keeping this guy? Should we try keeping the Abominable Guardian? I don't think we can. Let's go ahead and drop everything but the Avros and Trapper. I think we got to try to find some earlier Yetis, and we do find the Yeti Yearling, as well as Iterative Improvement. So we put down this Yeti Yearling. This guy should automatically know what we're trying to do here. And yeah, we're just going to attack. Nothing else really that we're going to be able to do at this point. I could play Iterative Improvement, but I mean, what's the point of it? I'll just bank the mana since it's the only spell mana that I do have, or the only spell I can use mana on anyway. Montaraz. It kind of sucks that we drew both of our troops of Elnuks here. Right off the bat, that's a little bit crappy. This guy's only predicted 1. Here comes another predictor. His hand is pretty bad. Ends up pulling the drop border. That sucks a little bit for us. And let's go ahead and play the Avarosan Trapper here. So when we get our Yeti friend, we can play Iterative Improvement on it and get this Abominable Guardian out pretty much immediately.
That's new. You're provoking it.
Carefully, researchers. There's no rush. It can't be.
For 3 mana, he should not be able to do anything. We're just going to attack with everything here. We're going to guarantee this Abominable Guardian as well coming out. The chances, well, yeah, he's not going to be able to take out 2 of our Yetis. Maybe 1, but I don't think he's going to be able to take out 2, and we're okay with that. So that's kind of what we want. He's spending mana to take out a 1-cost card, and we're getting pretty good value with this Abominable Guardian coming out here. So this guy's coming out, boom. He creates another one in the deck, right? Yeah, so we get more. This is pretty good. So we've got this pretty beefy stat line here. We're probably going to play Troop of Elnuks here. And we could potentially pull another Elnuk. There is a good chance. We've got 7 more in the deck, so yeah. And we did perfect. Our opponent surrenders. He cannot take the Yetis and Elnuks. He cannot. And I don't really feel like we drew particularly well there. I mean, we could have definitely drawn worse. And having like a whole bunch of spells in our hand that did absolutely nothing. But like, I think that's pretty standard, you know. Yeti Yearling, we had the Avarosan Trapper. Ended up getting Yeti, Iterative Improvement, and then we're able to summon the Abominable, whatever the heck that guy's name is, out. And the Troop of Elnuks. So I'm happy with what happened there. No champions. Ekko Zilean overrated. Till I play them tomorrow, probably. Alright, we are going against Pyke and Rek'Sai. Our favorite couple in Legends of Runeterra. You know what? I'm actually okay with this. Let's see if he can develop fast here. Let's hope not. But I kind of like the Volunteer Elnuk into Call of the Wild. The potential of getting like a Troop of Elnuks and being able to fill up the board really quickly. Well, that hurt us a little bit. That hurt a little bit. Oh, interesting. Well, only 3 damage instead of 4. I don't know why you would include this card. It just seems like there's a lot of 1-drop lurk options that are worth playing over Doomkeeper, especially for late game. Alright, cool. So we get to play the Volunteer Elnuk. Actually, now we may go for Avarosan Trapper since we do have the Abominable Guardian here. Maybe getting these Yetis out is pretty good. Doesn't really matter to me. We're still kind of creating cards, and then we can get really good value out of Call of the Wild. Alright, so let's pass. Use our Volunteer Elnuk more than likely is what we want. I mean, that's pretty good. Maybe we go for Call of the Wild first and see if we get another Yeti. Oh, no. Darn it. I was hoping to get a Yeti Yearling and being able to capitalize on the Abominable Guardian. But it didn't work. We can kill all of these guys. This is actually a pretty decent attack for us. You want to take 8 damage? That's a lot of damage. Nice. Clear out his board. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, even amount of cards. My board is definitely healthier though. If I find Yetis, these are going to be very threatening. Don't really like that draw. Not the best for him here. I think we do just go for Volunteer Elnuk. Okay, let's block like this. If he's got a Bone Skewer, we'll take that trade. If he does not, which we're fine with. Okay. Come on, give me a Yeti. Nice. Now what? That was really good. But why? You hit. He loses. We just... What turn was that? Wow. Was that turn 5? That's insane. You guys see that value there? Holy cow, Volunteer Elnuk is actually a lot better than I expected. I was trying to go for more of like the Yeti win condition there with the Abominable, since I had the Abominable Guardians, but the Elnuks kind of took over there. Especially with that troop of Elnuks. That was pretty cool. Alright, we're going against Pyke and Misfortune. Interesting. So we're going to see the Snapjaws here as a way to enable the Misfortune Plunder, which is, you know what, this is pretty good. We're going to keep Yeti, Yearling, Tall Tales, and the Abominable Guardian. I think this is just a little too good to pass up on. Now, the Vulnerable, what is it called? The Hammerhead, Redfin, something rather. Wow, this is really good. I think we wait to play the Yeti Yearling until turn 3. After he attacks. I don't think we play it. We play that plus Tall Tales, and then turn 4 we get the giant attack off here. So let's pass. We'll take whatever he's got. Wow, I guess he doesn't have anything. You know, he's got a Snapjaw unless he just barely put it back. Gonna pass. We have to let him attack here and develop. Nice. Exactly what we want. He's the most he's threatening here is 4 damage. And I can deal with that. Perfect. In the round. This is pretty nice. Lissandra level up. We had her. Big attack. And we can use iterative improvement here as well. This is massive. Honestly, I think we're going to wait to play iterative improvement on the Abominable Guardian. I think that we're going to play the Avarosan Trapper just straight off the bat here. And then play iterative improvement this next round. I mean, a little bit of trouble here. Just kill off the Yeti. I don't really care. I don't really want it on the board considering what I have available. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Tall Tales. Get another Enraged Yeti out here, and our opponent surrenders. So you guys could see where that was going. I would have used Iterative Improvement on the Abominable Guardian. He would have been summoned immediately, and then I would have opened attack. So really hard for him to deal anything there. I cleared off my board a little bit with the Yeti Yearling, so pretty cool. Yeah, this deck is pretty fun. Alright, we're going to use Lemony Potatoes. Herbo Thralls. Let's see how good we can draw to begin with. I think we're going to go like this. Keep Ancient Yeti. Find Iterative Improvement. It's an okay opening hand. Depending on if he gets Frozen Thrall round 1, it might dictate how this game is going. It doesn't look like he's got it, so that's pretty good for us. Alright, we'll pass here. Let's see if he's got it now. He does not. Fine. So we play Avaros and Trapper pretty much every time.
Took the bait.
We will take the attack here. Okay. Doesn't have anything. That's fine. I think. Ancient Yeti. I think we can use that a little bit more efficiently. Let's go with the Yeti Yearling first. This may get a avalanche out of him. It's more mana efficient, I think, this way. Plus, we're getting a 5/5 on board that he probably won't block.
A chill in the air.
Okay, we're cool with that.
That can't be.
We want him to use Frostbites here and stuff. Like that's really fine. I'm gonna attack with this one. You got like an avalanche or something, you don't want attack. Then we kill off our Yetis before we get the Abominable Guardian out. So.
Come, my warrior. Show me your worth.
I live and die for you alone, my lady.
What did we catch?
Big. And I mean, the only one, yeah, he has to do that. He loses. He's got to use spells here. He still loses. He's got to use spells.
You cannot fight the code.
You have to use spells, friend. Okay. Fine, probably Frostbites. We're cool with that. Use all the spells. I don't really care too much if he clears out my board. So Watcher has become a little bit less of a threat here. Okay, it was a little less of a threat. Let's use Call of the Wild.
My people call me that.
That's a pretty good card. Not awesome draws there, but Abominable Guardian is pretty good. So we want to force him to play an Avalanche here, which I don't really care about. And Doesn't. Yeah, it's fine. And we're gonna open attack.
Succumb. Embrace the cold.
Yeah, I think we're in trouble here. He's probably got enough to stop us.
You will serve.
Die.
You cannot fight the code. Shatter.
He's probably got something here, right?
Relent.
Double ice shard?
Foolish child.
Okay. It's annoying he got it. Need a troll champ.
Feel the power of true ice. Be the watcher.
It's annoying. As well. See if he can activate this and get his watcher. Not yet.
A dark cloud looms on the horizon.
Deck. Why though?
Succumb.
That's confusing. You got him. Not me.
You cannot fight the code.
He drew another double ice shard. Alright, we got him. That was a little confusing there. No Elnuk win. That was really weird there at the end. I think I don't know, was the avalanche a mistake? I'm not sure. Really good value out of the Yetis though.